morning. We're going to start with some chair yoga today. You may be wondering why my feet are propped up. It's because I need my knees to be in line with my hips. So you can do this with a blanket or a rolled up yoga mat or even some towels. We're going to start seated at the edge of our seat, hands on our thighs, and we're just going to start to breathe. In through the nose and out through the mouth. You can close your eyes as you do this, or you can leave them open with a soft gaze. You can also breathe in and out through your nose. It depends upon how you're feeling that day. Let your shoulders soften. Go ahead and turn your palms face up. Let your arms drop by your side. And on the next inhale, we're going to bring the shoulders up. And on the exhale, you're going to let them go back and down. One more. Now we're going to inhale our arms up to the ceiling and exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Two more. Last one. On the next inhale, you're going to take your right arm up. And on the exhale, you're going to lean towards the opposite side. Let your hand either slide down the side of the chair, or you can place it in your lap. Only go as far as is comfortable for you. If you like, you can look up towards that arm, but do only what feels good to you, and never go to the point of pain. Slowly and gently come back up. Let your hand find its way onto your lap. Let's take one full breath before we get that on the other side. Inhale that arm up. Exhale, go to the opposite side. Again, only going as far as is comfortable to you. One more breath in. On the exhale, come back upright and release that hand back down to your lap. Go ahead and shake your hands out a little bit. Wiggle your toes and your fingers. The next move we're going to do is we're going to inhale up. Exhale, lean forward. You're not going very far and you're leaning, hinging at the hips. So basically you're doing a chair pose in a chair. If it's too much to have your arms up this high, you can bring them down here. You go only where it feels good in your body. For those of you that would like a little extra with this, you're just going to take your arms out and back forward. Inhale out. Exhale to bring them back forward. Let's do that 2 more times. On your next inhale, bring your hands back to your lap. Sit up nice and tall. From here, you're going to drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. If you'd like a little added stretch, take that left hand and place it on the opposite side of your head. You're not pulling down, you're just letting it rest. Slowly come back upright, and we'll get that on the other side. So drop your right ear towards your right shoulder, and take that right hand and let it just rest on the opposite side of that head. Slowly remove the hand and bring the head back to center. We're going to take our feet a little bit wider. Again, you find what feels comfortable to you. For those of us that have a little extra, we are making space for that little bit extra because we're going to do a forward fold but seated. So we're going to inhale up, really, really reach, stretch like you're waking up, and then exhale, hinging at the hips. You're going to come forward and let your hands rest on top, or your arms rest on top of your knees, okay? Your hands can be hanging out here, and you don't have to go very far. Try to remember to keep your shoulders back. And let your head be in a neutral space. If you feel you can go farther, you can wiggle your toes until they reach the floor, if you're having to have them elevated, and slowly reach between your legs, letting your arms dangle. When we're ready to come up, depending upon your strength, you can just come up slowly from this, or if you need help, you can place your hands just resting on tops of your thighs. Now we're going to get 2 more stretches for our legs by crossing the ankle over the knee. And so you'll need to scoot that other leg in line, okay? Right here might be just enough for you. You may not need to do any more than this. Now, for those of you that can't reach this position, I'm going to suggest you extend that foot out and cross it below the knee, okay? You don't have to be in the position I put you in. You can make it work for your body. From here, you're just going to lean forward a little bit. Now I'm gonna go back to the original pose because that's what feels good in my body. Again, if you'd like to add a little extra, you can inhale up, exhale, come forward. Again, let your forearms rest on top of that calf and right on top of the inside of your ankle. Palms face up as though you're accepting a gift. Slowly and gently come upright. Gently uncross that ankle from that knee, and let's get that on the other side. Again, this right here might be more than enough. Again, I've also showed you the modification for those of you that can't get up here. And don't worry if your knee is high or low. That all comes with time. Again, you're going to feel this on the outside of that hip. For those that want a little extra, inhale up, exhale, come forward, and then let your arms rest. Now resting your arms, you're not pushing down, you're just letting them rest. You're not adding any force, you're just letting the weight of them possibly give you a little bit more of a stretch. Slowly and gently come back upright. And we're going to swing one leg out to the side, just like this, and taking our other leg as best we can out to the back. Okay, so we're using the chair as a prop, if you will, to help hold us up. And we're just going to inhale our arms up. If that's too much, you can always leave your hands down here. For a little added stretch, you're going to lean towards that bent leg and take the opposite arm up by your ear, taking a side stretch. Slowly and gently, we're going to windmill those arms back in the opposite direction, reaching that one arm up high as though you're trying to reach for the ceiling, letting that back hand slide down the back of your leg and rest. Slowly bring them back together, and we're going to get that on the opposite side. So you may have to wiggle a bit to get this just right, and that's okay. Inhale the arms up. If you like, you can exhale them at shoulder level. And if that's too much, hang out here. We're going to go ahead and inhale that arm overhead, slide that other arm to rest down on the thigh and get that side stretch. Slowly and gently windmill the arms and take it in the opposite direction. Slowly and gently bring them down. Wiggle yourself back to the front of your chair. Get to the edge. If you need your feet elevated, make sure that they are elevated. We're going to do a few more breaths with movement. So inhale, close your eyes, Inhale, close your eyes. Exhale as you open. We're going to get forward shoulder rolls. So roll them forward, back, forward, and back. And you may hear snap, crackle, and pop, and that's okay. Or crunch even. Just know that those sounds are normal. We're going to do a stretch for our arms. So inhale up, look up, place your palms in prayer. Bring them down to your heart, but try to bring those forearms down in front of your heart together if you can. If you can't and you're out here, that's okay. But try to bring those elbows together as close as you can. That gives you a nice shoulder stretch. And if you like, you can even move them up on the inhale. Exhale, bring them back down. Inhale, move them up. Exhale, bring them back down. We're going to do one more stretch for the arms. So take your right arm out, cross it over in front of your heart, and use the left hand to come and add a little bit of extra pull. You'll feel that right there. Again, only go as far as is comfortable to you and never to the point of pain. Let's get that on the opposite side. Take that arm over across the body and use that other arm to help. Slowly come back to center, and we're going to do upper body circles. So you're going to lean forward, to the left, back, to the right, and back to center. These can be small movements. They don't need to be great big. Keep up with how many times you think you've gone around, either with your breath or counting in your head. The next time we come to center in the front, we're going to reverse. So go in the opposite direction. Come to center. We're going to inhale our arms up. Exhale them to our heart. And bow. Inhale up, look up. Exhale down to the heart. One more time. The light in me honors the light in each of you. I hope that you enjoyed this short chair class. Till next time, peace out.